Good morning, everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm going to be giving the webinar today. Welcome, everyone. Remember, as always, that if you have any questions during the webinar, just please go ahead and type in your question in the chat section or in the question and answer section, and I'll try to answer them as we go along. Okay, today we're going to see how to create tasks. The system ReFX, if you have professional dialer, those of you that have only platinum will not have this option. But if you have professional or professional dialer and you have your follow-up system, from your follow-up system, let me show you, let's go to your follow-up, you're able to create tasks. The system allows you to send text messages, allows you to send faxes, allows you to send documents, make calls, although when I create a task, some tasks are automatic and some tasks are manual. So the manual ones are just a reminder for me that I have an action to take. Let's see how this works. Let's do a little search. I'm going to go to my search panel, search, and I'm going to do a little search here. I'm going to look in, let's do Palm Beach today. Palm Beach, properties for sale, single family, pre-foreclosed, with a market value, let's put between 200 and 400. And I want them to have some equity, so I'm going to put here equal or greater than, let's put 20. Remember that the equity is how much of the property is free of debt, how much of the market value of the property is free of debt. So if I put here 20%, it means that at least 20% of the market value is free of debt. The debt on the property, whether it's mortgage or tax delinquency, all the known debt of the property does not amount to more than 80% of its market value. No. So I have Palm Beach for sale, pre-foreclosed, single family, debt to equity equal or plus 20, and a market value between 200 and 400. Let's put owner occupied, yes. Okay, let's click on search and see what we come up with. There, I got 28 properties. Remember that if I want to see any additional information on these properties, all I have to do is click on it, and that will take me to the overview of the property. In the overview of the property, I have the details of the property. This is public records details, the legal description, the sales history, and the owner's information. I have additional links if the property is for sale, that is idxrealtor.com, that I will see more information on the property that is posted in those websites. Comparables will show me properties that were sold in the area in the last 12 months, similar to the one that I'm looking at, and based on these, the system will calculate market value. I have active comps. These are properties active for sale in the area, similar to the one that I'm looking at. And based on this one, the system will calculate active value. I have distress comps, properties that are underwater, upside down in the area for me to have as a comparison. I have rental comps, properties that are for rent in the area, regular rental that is 6 months, 12 months rent. I have B&B comps. These are properties also similar to the one that I'm looking at that I actually put in the B&B markets for vacational rental or per day rentals. If the property has a mortgage, I'll have the mortgage information. And if it's a foreclosure, since my search had a foreclosure, we're all pre-foreclosed. Here you have the foreclosure information. Remember that I asked to have at least 20%. So as you see here, my debt to equity is 57. So actually the debt is only 43% of the market value. Okay, so just wanted to show you that quickly, but that's not what we're going to focus on today. I'm going to select 4 properties and send them to my follow-up. In my follow-up, I'm going to put them as prospecting so see I can see them. They won't mix up with the ones I already have there. Remember that you will usually send them as buying because that's what you're going to try and do. You're going to try and buy the property. So that's why you select buying. In this case, I'm going to select prospecting just for the purpose of this exercise that we're doing today. The idea of prospecting in the system is that you have a property that you're interested in, but you're not going to work with it right now, but you do not want to lose it, so you just have them in your follow-up as prospecting to work with them at a later time. So I'm going to select prospecting and click here, and that will send them to my follow-up. Okay, so now they're in my follow-up. You see here, we are still in results. However, in the second column that's followed status, I can see that these properties are in my follow-up. This will happen with any property that I have in my follow-up. So if I do another search with another search criteria or whatever, if any of the properties that I have in my follow-up happen to come up in that search, I will always know that those properties are in my follow-up just by looking at this column. Now let's go to my follow-up and start working with those properties. I'm going to refresh because I don't see them. There, here they are. These 4 properties are the ones that I want to work with. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to change the contact information so I will not be actually sending out contracts or text messages or whatever to these agents because I don't want to do that. So I'm going to quickly change the contact information. I'm going to add myself as a contact. Sign and put REFX as principal. So even though the property might have other information, the system will always use the one that I have as principal, set as principal with this little star here. And that's where all my correspondence, my email, my text messages, my phone, my calls will go to. So let's do this quickly for the second second one. I don't know what I pressed. Let's see what it's doing. Don't know what it was doing. Okay, go to contact. I'm going to do again same thing here. Add contact. Look for myself, or in this case, ReaFX. You cannot add directly from here what I can add here as contacts have to be in my contact information. So I can actually add ReaFX because I have ReaFX added in my contact information. I could not come here and add something that is not in my contact information. I would have to actually first go to contacts and add any new contact to my contact information, and then I would be able to update that information in my particular properties in my follow-up. Close. Let's go to the third one. Just going to do 3. Go to contact. Let's add here ReaFX. This is me, so I'm going to add myself, my personal phone number here. There. Okay, let's put it as principal, and there. Just going to do those things. Close. Okay, now that I have the contact information correct in those 3 properties, I'm going to select them and calculate an offer. I cannot send out offers, contracts, if I do not have an offer calculated. These properties are for sale, so they have a listing price. So all I have to do is select them and click and calculate. I click here and calculate, put in my offer factor. Let's say I want to offer 77% of the listing price, and I want that number rounded up to 500. Click on apply. The system will automatically calculate 77% of the listing price and put it in my offer column. From here, from my offer column is where the system will actually take the number of my offer and fill out my contract with. If I try to send a contract to a property that does not have the offer column filled in, the system will give you a notification that you are not allowed to send contracts without an offer. So actually, this is the first thing you have to do, calculate an offer. If you do not want to use the offer factor, you can go into your overview of the property, actually analyze the comparables, active comparables, regular comparables, the distress, see the information on the property, go to the IDX and see any additional information on the property, and actually calculate and see how much you want to offer. If you're a mentor student from DREA, DREA actually has this little button. This is not a button available. It's not ReaFX button. This button is property of DREA. So if what this does is actually calculate the offer based on comparables and listing price. It takes those three numbers in consideration, the comparables, the active comparables, and the listing price, and based on that, calculates the offer for you. But if you need to, if you are interested in this button, you would have to contact directly DREA and talk to them about that. Let's go. Okay, I have my offer factor. So hmm, this one didn't calculate an offer. Let's just type in an offer here. Let's put 400. You see, you can type it in direct. Okay, so now I have my three properties with offer. Remember that I can send out a contract right now if I want to. Click in here and send document. That will take me to my document manager and select the contract that I want to send and actually send it out right now. If I want to send a text message right now, I can click here and send it right now. If I want to send an email, again, I can do it right here and send it out now. But what happens if I'm working, let's say, late at night because I can't sleep, so I get up at 2 in the morning and want to work because I have nothing else to do. But I don't want those emails and those text messages to go out at that time. Also, it's helpful if you just sit at your desk once a week and schedule all the tasks for all the week. You can actually just sit in your desk once a week, take all the properties, do all your searches and select the properties and and have the system do all your work the rest of the week without even turning on your computer. Let me show you how that's done. Okay, I've selected my three properties and I click on here, schedule task. That will open for me to select what task I remember that I told you I have automatic task and manual task. In automatic, I can send out text messages, faxes, emails, and documents. In manual, I have a lot more options because actually I can do it with the system. The system what will have is a place for me to see what I have to do today and I go ahead and do it manually, each one of the tasks I programmed for myself. Those tasks, the manual tasks, do not go out automatically. That's why we have more options because I can actually program a call. The system will not be able in any case to make a call by itself because you actually have to be sitting in your computer to be able to speak and hear. So that's why we have manual task and automatic task. And let's go first with the automatic. So I selected three properties that I'm interested in sending offers on, but I don't, today is Friday, I don't want those contracts to go out today. I'm going to select send documents and tell the system that I want the contracts to go out Monday morning at first hour, let's say 8:30 in the morning. I put a note for myself here, first offer contract, and click on create. That will take me to my manage document. I select the contract that is suitable for the type of properties I am buying, the property I'm making offers on. These are pre-foreclosed, owner occupied. Let's select this one. I check the additional documents that I want to go out with my contract and click on send create tasks by email. Remember that you have by default a cover email that goes out with your contract. You can actually just leave it as the default one, or you can type in a new one here, Or if you have templates of other emails and you want to use one of them, you just click here on Manage Templates and search for that one and select it. I'm just going to leave it at this default one. If you want to know how to create the templates, there are other webinars on that. And we also have short tutorial videos on our YouTube channel, ReFX at gmail.com. And you can just look for them in there. Or, of course, if you have any quick questions, we're always available from 9 to 6 from Monday through Friday in our live chat, and we can answer any quick questions through there. And always be and feel free to schedule coachings online with us at any time if you feel you need some training or need some help doing anything. Okay, so here I have my cover email. All I have to do is create task. So that will create a task for my 3 contracts to go out on Monday morning at 8:30. As you see, now I have this second column is pending task. What this tells me is these properties have pending task. I'll show you after we finish here creating all our tasks where I see my pending task. Okay, I want the contract to go out at 8:30 in the morning, but I want them to know I actually send a contract to them. So I want to send them a text message, let's say at 2 o'clock that same day. So I'll click here and schedule task. Again, in automatic, I'm going to send a text message on Monday at 2 o'clock. Follow up SMS, create. Again, I can type in directly my email, my text message here, or I can go to my templates if I have previously created templates. Let's see, hello agent, I sent you a great offer on your property. Please contact me if you have any questions at number 954. Remember that the email, the text message actually come out from your system to their phone number as a text message, but they go out through your Gmail account. The service for the text message and ReFX is actually motored by your Gmail account. So if you want them to actually answer you by text message, you actually have to put your phone number in the body of the text. They won't see a phone number if you don't put it. So, okay, I'll leave it this way and just create task. Okay, so I have now 2 tasks created for these 3 properties. Let's say that's on Monday. I send the contract, I send the text message, and I want, if I don't receive any answer from them, I want to give them a call on Wednesday and see if they have any answer of the, or if they actually seen the contract. So I'm going to create a task to remind myself that I have to call these 3 properties and actually see what happened to whatever, if they actually have seen my offer. So I'm going to create a manual task of make call, follow up call on contract sent on Monday. And like I told you, these manual tasks are actually something I have to sit in my computer and actually do, but the system has a place where I can see what I have pending, so that's why I'm creating this task. Create. Okay, all tasks were successfully created. Okay, now I have 3 tasks. Let's close this. I have 3 tasks created for these 3 properties. Now let me show you where I can see those tasks, where I see when the tasks are completed, and where I see what tasks are pending or what tasks I actually have to sit and do by myself because I have them as manual. I go here on the left column, I go to tasks. Here I have all my pending tasks. You see here we have pending tasks, completed tasks, and failed tasks. In pending tasks, if you want to see everything I've created today, I use the filter and created day equal to today filter, and I'll see only what I've created today. These are the 6 tasks I've created today. These are pending and they will be completed. The contract will be in February on Monday. The text message also on Monday, and I have to make the call on Wednesday. Still, so if I actually come in on Wednesday, let's suppose it's Wednesday today, and I want to see what I have pending to do today. I just here select completed task and put the date. Supposed to be today's date. Let's put that today. It's already Wednesday. I come in on Wednesday and I want to see what I have. Let's reset this. Let's filter. Today, Wednesday, I want to see what I have pending for today. So I click on completed date on Wednesday and click on filter. So I know that I have to make a call to these 3 properties. If I have professional dialer, I can actually make the call directly from here, select the property, click on complete task, and the system will actually make the call right now. Like I said, if you prefer to send the contracts and the text messages also manually and not automatic, you can create them as manual and come here and select them and and click on complete and complete it at the moment that you want. If by any circumstance, let's say you come in on Tuesday next week, here in completed tasks should be all the contracts and text messages that you completed that should have been completed on Monday. But if for any chance one of them or some of them did not go out, you would find them here in failed tasks. Here in failed tasks, you would see actually why they didn't go out. For example, let's see. Error sending email. Clover reason argument. Actually didn't have a working email, and that's why this particular task was not completed. You will always see here why the task wasn't completed. This will happen especially with the text messages, because if the system does not find a mobile phone with to send the actual text message to, the system will not be able to send that text message. So you will find them here and it will say error number not, oh, here. Let's see this one. View task detail. Find send, fail send SMS, wrong phone number. This is because the phone number that was in the system for this property, either there wasn't a phone number or there wasn't a mobile phone that was able to receive a text message. So that's why it's in fail. So you would come here and actually check, close, go to contact and check what happened there. Well, actually, this one does say sell, but for some reason the system, it could be. Actually, I do not recognize this number. This is my system, but I don't recognize this number. That's why the error. It must be that this is not actually a mobile phone, and the system was not able to send a text message there. Okay, do we have any question up to here? Let's go back to my follow and let me show you all the actual tasks you create. Like I said, in automatic, you can create the task for sending contracts, sending emails, sending text messages, and if you have a fax application in your computer that you have set up in your ReFX account, you can actually also send faxes. In manual, there's a lot more options because you can receive tasks, send tasks, receive faxes. Not is This is not actually that you are going to you create a task to receive text, a fax, or to receive an email. The thing is that in the follow history, remember that you have a follow history in your system. Let's look for a property that has follow history. The file history in the system will only save anything that is actually done through the system. So if you receive a call or if you make a call from your phone and talk to the people or receive a fax on your fax machine, the system will not be able to register that in the follow history of your property. Here in the follow history of your property is everything that you have done within the system. So if you make a call not from the system or you receive a call on your phone and you that register here, the only way I can add something to the follow history that is not done directly through the ReFX is going to task, schedule task, and create a task. I have to select the property and create a task, a manual task saying that I received a call. Description, and that will be saved in my follow history. This is helpful because then in the follow history of the property, you will have everything and anything that you have done with any particular property. The follow history cannot be edited. You cannot delete something from here. You cannot add something from here. Once it's there, it's will be there forever, and you cannot add it manually. You actually have to do the task. So if it's something that you can't do through the system, like receive a call, you have to go to schedule task and do it through there so it will be saved there. Do we have any questions? So that is actually what I wanted to show you today, how to create tasks and reeffects, where to look for them once you create them, how to see the failed tasks and try to correct them. If it's an error in the email, you would have to go to contact and check the email to see if the email is wrong and you can edit it, or maybe call them. Actually, this one, let's agent. This agent doesn't have a phone number. But if the email didn't go out because there was an error in the email, you would have to come here, call the agent, correct the email here, click here and edit, correct the email, and after everything is fixed, select the property and reset task. This last column tells me which ones are automatic and which ones are not. This little bulb, lightning bulb that's here tells me that these tasks were automatic, but for some reason did not go out. But this one actually was not automatic. It failed because it had no agent phone number. It was a text message that there was no phone number, so that's why it failed, even though it was a manual one. So remember that if you have any questions during your work day, just go ahead and open this blue bubble here. That's our live chat, and we'll be happy to attend you during our office hours. If you're working off hours, just go ahead and leave your question there, and we'll try to answer them as soon as we come in next morning. You can call us at any moment. Our phone number is 888-349-5368. We'll be happy to attend to you there. Remember that you can schedule coachings at any moment. They're completely free, and you can schedule as many as you feel you need to learn how to use the system and take advantage of all its features. And if there's not any question there, it was a pleasure working with you today. And I hope to see you all next Friday. Hope you have all a great weekend and a very successful next week. Thank you very much and have a great weekend. Bye.